Hello and welcome to a very special Gundam Battle Operation 2 featuring the Dom Barrage, a unit hailing from Blazing Shadows. This unit was made by Hell's Gate and based on the Dom Funf, a heavy armored and space and ground capable Dom. I don't believe ever saw manufacture, but this unit was based on it, ideally meant for base defense. In game, it's a 400 cost and up ground and space capable support with a ballistic resistance of 25, the plus ones from the upgrade, a beam resistance and melee resistance of 20 native, a range strength of 10, a melee strength of 3, a movement speed of a very impressive 130 at its rank, and a thrust gauge of 50. For parts, we have close range of 9, medium of 9, and long range of 10. It's a very, very balanced support. For equipment, we have the Gatling cannon. As you can see, there's no other options. It is a decent ranged, rapid fire, Gatling gun. It does some pretty good damage. It's really good for chipping away at people. It's not the best weapon they have, but if you're in an aggressive team, this can be a really useful one to help get people into worse positions. Then we have, of course, blow, because you're going to punch the hell out of them. Then we have the chest beam gun. It's a 100% heat weapon, does decent damage, has okay range, and immediately will stagger, which is very, very nice. And then we have the waist missile launchers. They have alright damage, they have slightly better range, and they can really chip apart a unit really fast. I like them a lot, and I like to usually open up with the chest gun, go into the missiles, and then if I have time I switch back to the Gatling gun and I backpedal. Usually a good way to get a lot of damage in on somebody. And then we have for skills, high performance radar, observational data link, front line support system level 2, leg shock absorber level 2, high performance aerospace gimbal, special leg buffer, explosive reactive armor, reduces range attack hits that cause explosions, mostly ballistic. And then we have high spec AMBAC. My personal opinion of this unit is I actually quite like the Dom Barrage, but it can suffer in a lot of ways like any other support. It's really good at badgering and being a follow-up suit, opening up options and attacks for its friendly units while having them close by to defend it. It can do a lot of damage, but if you're in a team that's not going to stick together and help you out, it's not the best unit you can play. Is it my favorite support in the cost? No, but I do like it because it's a Dom. So let's see how it does in the match to come.
Hey everybody, welcome to the match. I wasn't exactly planning on doing the Dom Barrage, but after a long week of nothing but horrible matches and long wait times, this is what we got. So, Dom Barrage is not a bad suit. It's not the greatest support, but it does the job well. And it's pretty spry for the most part. I guess it's a good way to put it. It is a big target though. So, we're going to start out our match by moving over to the D area, because I find most teams tend to go over and congregate around here, so I don't really want to push the other spot by myself or with only one person that will potentially run off. So I'm going to push up here to help number 2. We're going to throw some fire down here because a lot of people don't seem to want to step out when there's firepower going down that way. And I'm going to shift over to try to keep in some degree use, or at least formation with 2. I'm trying not to get in his way, but I'm trying to also just use my Gatling as a deterrent. And we're going to play a little bit of peekaboo with, I believe that's their support. We see their raid coming up. We're going to switch over to the chest gun, shoot directly into the wall, and he's going to jump off. Or the edge of throw him off, because the maps are very well done. So we're going to shift back. We see we're getting pressed a little bit. So we're going to come forward. We're going to try to get a little bit of shots in here. And we know the raid's coming after us, so we're going to turn around, throw a little fire into him, and then just immediately jump down. He's going to continue pursuing, but we're going to just slide over here behind 2. And we're going to switch over to our beam gun mounted in the chest. Come over, fire a shot into him, and then pump some rounds into him, just enough to maybe dissuade him. He's going to continue trying to maneuver to get behind us, and we're going to be in a bit of a pickle. So we're going to just go ahead and push forward and come over here. We're going to attack by the Gabaldi Alpha, bold choice. And he's going to do a little bit of damage to us, but we got a teammate who's going to come in. We're going to pop that into his legs because, you know, if you don't want to limit his capabilities to get at you, you want to get them legs. We're going to get saved again. We're going to back off, and we're going to fire some missiles into the raid, and we're going to help cut him down as fast as we can. The Gabaldi Alpha is going to continue wasting his time focusing a bit on us, as we're going to swing over, hit it the ground again with that. Then we're going to switch over, go Gatling mode on him, and do as much damage as possible. We're going to try to go up and keep an eye on him. He's going to push forward, and we're going to get attacked from behind. We're going to turn around, pop a shot directly into his legs. He's going to jump back, and we'll throw some missiles down for no real effect. So, like most support life, I'm almost dead and trying desperately to stay in some degree of, well, closeness to my team. So, we're going to push up, fire some of those missiles down there. Our dude is going to come in and just waylay that one guy. We see the raid. We'll throw some fire on him, just mostly try to build up his stagger meter. Fire, put that into the side of that gentleman. Fire some missiles. He's going to leave. Move up enough to get some shots in. And we're going to try to pull back a little bit because I wasn't sure if the one guy was going to come around us. So I'm going to come over here and act as bait, but he's getting run down by 2 of our guys. Come in, fire, no real effect. And we're going to swing back over here. Go missiles and just pop them right into that guy's face. Take him out. There's our first kill, I believe. And we're going to come up here. We are very, very close. We see a guy back here. There's not much we can super do. We'll take a shot with the beams, and the beautifully constructed environment will chuck us off again. That's always fun when it happens. And we're going to push up with our team, fire some missiles into him, and those missiles actually do some decent damage. Drop some of that Gatling into his back and help take him out. Now we see a guy coming back over here. We're going to swing around, fire the chest beam into him, and throw some missiles ahead in an attempt to kind of catch him or at least deter him. So we get caught on here, and we're going to have some ugly situation. We're going to catch the raid there, but the support, I believe, gets us for our first death. Yep, the support. First death. We're going to drop in at D. But there's already someone requesting tradition, so we'll just wait long enough and summon our suit. Have it dropped in clearly from the supplies. We got a lot of them on hand. And we're going to get into the suit, and we're going to go through the animation, and we're going to redirect a bit over to try to help 2 as much as we can. But we're not exactly the best option for him. So we're going to slide down here, fire some missiles down that way, and then some Gatling shots. We see a guy swinging around here. It's the raid. We're just going to back off and run behind our friend and get a little bit of room. We're going to then turn around, fire the Gatling. That's going to deter them for some reason. I don't know why. And number 1 is going to catch the raid in a counter. So we're going to move up, and we're going to pop that into his legs. Not quite finish him off, but we're going to hang around just enough for him to do his voodoo dance, and he's going to try to chase us down, but gets taken out by number 2. We'll get also staggered by his explosion, so yay. So we're going to move on forward, and we're going to try to move up to support our team. We're going to use a little bit of the ledge as a advantage. We're going to come in, use that Gatling, immediately get chucked off the edge again. Beautiful environmental work. And we're going to throw some missiles down yonder, but it doesn't do much. Ooh. And then we see the raid spawn in. We're going to hit him with that, but we're not going to quite get out of his range. And he's going to come in and do a little bit of damage to us, but he's going to get caught by number 2 again. We're going to come in, help do a little bit more damage on him. That Gatling, once it gets going, can do some damage, but I believe that unit also has low ballistic resistance. He's going to try to charge in on 2, and then he's going to get sandwiched. So I'm going to come over and try to help 5. And we're just going to start throwing that Gatling in there to try to at least build up some stumble and do some chip damage. We see they're popping in, and well, we expended that, but we're going to get them with the chest beam. Number 4 is going to push their core support. We're going to put the missiles to some pretty effective use by temping that supports like them. The Gabaldi betas, or alpha, is going to come in. And we're going to work him over with this in an attempt to try to trip him up as the raid decides he needs to come say hello to us again. Throw some missiles in, throw in some of that Gatlings to try to help build up the stumble. And his legs are out and he's gone. We're just going to throw some fire in, take that guy out real quick. Push in, and we're going to throw some missiles in, but not do a huge amount of damage in this position. Now I'm trying to make sure I swing behind my guys as much as I can and let them do the work. So let's see how we did. That is a chunky boy of a suit. I gotta say that. So we didn't get any board spots, but 3rd place. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.